Drake sends a clear message to his enemies on the last show of his canceled tour.
You know, the ones that didn't turn pussy, I mean, the ones that still real, you know.
Drake's Australian tour was set to be legendary. Sold-out arenas, ecstatic fans, and the superstar treatment only he commands. From the moment he landed in February, it was full throttle. He kicked things off in Perth, rocking the RAC Arena for 2 nights, then took over Melbourne and Sydney with multiple back-to-back shows. Brisbane was next, but that's where things got messy. A Reddit user, claiming to be part of the event staff, described chaos behind the scenes, with Drake requesting a private sound check just an hour before doors opened. VIP ticket holders who paid extra for early entry and exclusive experiences were left stranded, unable to enter the venue at all. On top of that, Drake reportedly arrived late both nights, refusing to enter through the usual backstage route and demanding a separate entrance just for him. And when he finally hit the stage, there were complaints about sound issues and people leaving early because they couldn't handle the wait. But during that final show, Drake made sure to send a message to his Opps. At first, he showed love to his fans and team.
I really do want to say thank you again for what you've done for my life, for my family, for my friends, for all my collaborators, all the producers, all the other artists that I work with.
But when it came to his fellow artists, he had nothing good to say.
You know, the ones that didn't turn pussy, I mean, the ones that still real, you know, my real ones. But yeah, I appreciate you because you've changed my life for me and everybody around me.
If his behavior in Brisbane wasn't enough of a red flag, his post-show antics definitely raised eyebrows. Drake was spotted partying until 4 a.m. at a Brisbane nightclub called the Tax Office. He allegedly had the whole place rented out, invited hundreds of women, and made sure security took their phones at the door. By Wednesday morning, he was already on a private jet out of Brisbane, making a stop in Fiji before heading back to Toronto via Hawaii. Then, out of nowhere, some of his remaining dates just disappeared. And within hours, the news dropped that the rest of the tour was canceled. The theories started rolling in immediately.
Drake just canceled the last 4 shows of his Anita Maxwin tour, with his team citing that it was a scheduling conflict. But I believe it has everything to do with the lawsuit against UMG and Kendrick Lamar. Now, the first conclusion that everyone wants to jump to is that he didn't sell enough tickets, but that is just untrue. He sold out all 16 shows. There was also rumors that his mom was sick, which is a very valid reason to cancel your tour.
There were also whispers that Drake had planned this exit all along. Then the Breakfast Club got some inside scoop, claiming it all came down to bad planning.
What I'm told from a source is that everything is good, y'all, so y'all can relax on Drake. They just had a routing mess up towards the end of the tour. So basically, they had Drake doing 4 shows in 16 days. So essentially, if he had done that, he would have been sitting around in Australia doing nothing for 12 days. And that's a huge waste of money and time because you got to pay for his dancers, his production, his lighting crew. It's like there's a lot of overhead for the tour. So
apparently, Drake was scheduled to do just 4 shows over a 16-day period, meaning he'd be stuck in Australia for nearly 2 weeks with nothing to do. Instead of waiting around, he decided to cut his losses and bounce. His team released a generic statement promising rescheduled dates and refund options, but with no timeline and no word from Drake himself, it felt more like damage control than an actual plan.